Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just a quick update from the Ukraine. The last few days there have been a number of discussions and conversations about potential peace deal, which is quite fascinating right now considering the behavior from both sides. And of course, those who are taking advantage of the situation in the international community, as you guys can tell. And also, I just realized I'm actually today wearing a Zelensky style t-shirt. This is not some sort of virtue signaling. I actually happen to have a t-shirt that looks like Zelensky's green t-shirt. But I'm going to criticize the guy now because both sides, everything is about being tribal these days, as you guys have seen. People in the West, the way they've been picking and choosing sides, whether not just in terms of Ukraine, Russia. Of course, I'm talking about any political debate, any political figure. It's not really about the values anymore. It's not really about basic concept of human rights, for example. No, it's all about politics. And this is why, for example, now we have Zelensky himself coming to say that we are ready for peace, for a fair and just peace. Which again, of course, you had the propaganda stuff from both sides, and that's just normal when it comes to international conflicts. But he said he's not going to do it unless the Russians completely withdraw. So that's not happening, right? At the same time, the Russians have been all over the place. Not really sure what's going on right now in Kremlin. That's also not really looking good. Right now, the mainstream media or any media outlets, they just choose one side. I don't really care. I don't really care if you choosing sides because I'm not really interested in that nonsense. Tribal battles and banter, political banter, I have no time for. Both sides, all sides, there's nuance. Right now, of course, when it comes to any country, any foreign forces invading a country, by default, you're the bad guys, obviously. But then, of course, when it comes to the people of Russia and people of Ukraine, that's what I'm interested in. Not Kremlin's nonsensical, power-grabbing control freaks, and not really the corrupt politicians in the Ukrainian government or Ukrainian parliament. I don't care about those powers. All I care about is the fact that right now, Zelensky himself said that Russia's alleged readiness for negotiations is false. So if he said that straight after his first comment, so neither side are ready. Neither side is actually, I mean, we've reached a new stage. That's the whole point. The new stage of this conflict is this. It's the war of words. Because I don't really think that Zelensky is ready to do actual peace unless he has to surrender parts of Ukraine or wait for them to push out the Kremlin forces. And I'm not really sure that Putin is just going to shake hands and say, yeah, we're leaving everything now. Everything's fine. So the way things are going, it's not going to be actual peace. It could just be ceasefire. It could just be another situation that we've had, for example, around that region and the Middle East as well. But that means a long-term cold conflict, and which is essentially what's been going on since just before 2014. Now, I don't really care what the government forces or government figures in Ukraine or Russia are actually thinking, their propaganda, both sides. No, all I care about is the people. And, this is the whole point. This is about being anti-establishment, regardless of which side. But we are where we are. There's absolutely no nuance in this debate, which is lovely to see. And of course, in the middle of all this, as I said, there's those with a vested interest who take advantage, the globalists, of these situations, which is unfortunately, once again, normal in this world. Let's take a quick break. We're going to come back in half an hour and talk to you guys about the illegal migration crisis in this country again. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.